All right, thank you all for joining us today. We have head coach Justin Wick and student athlete Drew Blair from the University of Minnesota Duluth. The Bulldogs are advancing to the championship game of the 2022 NSIC Sanford Health Basketball Tournament after their semifinal win over the Peacocks today. We'll start off with an opening statement from head coach Justin Wick and then open it up for any questions. Coach?
Yeah, I'll just start by what a heck of a basketball game. Our league does a great job, great setting. It's 11 a.m. on Monday morning, but great crowd, great setting. Two top 10 basketball teams going at it, and they're really good. We like to think we're pretty good as well. So we were excited for the moment. We went through a lot of adversity in that game. You lose a player of the year to an injury 9 minutes into the game. I don't get emotional too often about basketball, but our guys, as hard as they played, those guys fought. Meister had a great 16 minutes off the bench. Jacob Shields had great minutes. But just to see our guys rally around that moment, those moments can go two different ways. We were getting our butt kicked a little bit there first 10 minutes, and our guys responded. It's the hardest we've played all year, maybe the hardest I've had a basketball team play in the moment for 40 minutes. So incredibly proud of our guys. We're going to enjoy this one for a little bit because that's a heck of a win. They beat us pretty good down in Fayette. I know our guys were hungry to come back and play again. Who knows, we might play them a third time in the regional because they're so good as well. So, but just happy for our guys, happy for our program, our fans. Our women's team was here the whole time. You name it, there's a great vibe here with our fans and with both teams. Duluth basketball is back on the map, which is something I'm really proud of.
Coach, I'll stay with you. Down by 3 going into halftime.
Yeah.
What was that conversation like in the locker room to come out and obviously get to this result here?
Yeah, I just wanted to get to the locker room still in the game. We just, we needed a moment to kind of catch our breath and regroup. I was pretty fired up for whatever reason, for different reasons. Our guys were emotional. You lose the player of the year in the league. So we just had to get to that moment and only be down 3. I was proud of how our guys battled those last, 6 or 7 minutes. And we just talk about just play as hard as you can. Just play in the moment. These settings are so much fun to play these games because you just got to play hard. Both teams are extremely talented, so it comes down to who wins those 50-50 balls. Defensive rebound, offensive rebounds. We had a ton of deflections and steals and made them turn it over. So, but they hit some tough shots as well. I mean, you see some of those shots those guys made. They're ridiculous too. So, but it feels great to be on that stage. Our guys deserve it. We're kind of the new kids on the block a little bit. All these guys that we're playing are 5th and 6th year guys that are supposed to be really good, and they are. We're kind of the new kids on the block, but our guys have done a great job competing and showing that they belong. So, yeah, we just had to get to halftime. We had to regroup, and our guys fought like crazy in the second half.
Drew, question for you. 7 for 7 from the line, 29 points, 1 assist, 1 steal. An outstanding performance by you leading the team as a junior. Just talk a little bit about your performance tonight and how that carries over to other games, the regular season, as well as to your teammates.
Yeah, I think they were really trying to press up on us. We really had to focus on getting downhill and getting to the rim. 0 for 6 from 3, but he just kept telling me just keep attacking the rim, get on, jump stop, look for others. We didn't hit many threes tonight, which is still pretty impressive that we got 76, but guys just kept going downhill. Like he said, Lincoln Meister played awesome off the bench, 4 for 4. Jacob Shields had great minutes. Those guys were just beasts on the glass. But I think it came down to the defensive end. We held them to 38% in the second half. We just battled. Like he said, they got some guys who hit incredible shots. You're in their grill. There's literally nothing you can do. So you just got to keep bouncing back and coming back to next possession and battling. And I think that's what we did in the second half, and that's what we were able to come out on top.
I'll stay with you here for one last question from me. Last semifinal appearance by the Bulldogs was in 2020. Last championship game was in 2004. Being a junior, how exciting is that, getting past the semifinals and into that championship game again?
Super exciting. I was here a couple years ago when we lost in the semifinals. I wouldn't say it's like a bitter taste in my mouth. Obviously, it's a couple years ago, but definitely a chip on our shoulders. We knew we were playing like an incredible team. Obviously, top 15 matchup. Like he said, we're going to enjoy this one. It's a heck of a win. And we knew it was going to be a battle coming in. Down in Fayette, it was chaos and a battle, and we knew it was going to be the same today. They punched us in the mouth right away. Like I said, we just kept battling. We're going to enjoy this one for a couple hours, and then we'll focus on whoever wins that game out there.
Yeah, so Coach, kind of touched on Austin kind of going down early. What did you see out of Lincoln and Jacob that really kind of gave you guys a boost and didn't really miss a step on offense?
Yeah, I mean, we kind of had to switch our offensive game plan a little bit. You know, we throw it inside so much to Austin, but Tuke had a good bucket and one down there. Lincoln was setting some ball screens. But more than that, defensively, we didn't miss a beat. Lincoln was up and Shields was up, you know, hedging our ball screens and rebounding the crap out of the basketball. Lincoln had five boards, 2 of them offensive glass. And I tell our guys, I've told them a lot in this last week, this time of the year, everybody's good. So it comes down to those extra effort plays. And for Lincoln to get 2 offensive board putbacks, that's 4 points. That's a huge deal, right? And Shields had a great duck in and one, just kind of random. So that kind of stuff is huge when you got guys off the bench that give you just that little burst. And we don't need a huge burst because we've got some really dang good starters. But those guys off the bench, they can stay in the moment, play hard, give you a burst off the bench. That's huge. Those guys did great. Josh Strong did a great job. His stats don't say it, but he was guarding Hilmer like crazy there for a while. And they got 3 guys that can score 30 in a blink of an eye. So, yeah, they hit some tough shots and they scored some. But to have, you know, to hold Smolt to 19 and Hilmer to 12 and Dries to 9, you know, I think about any coach in the conference would take that. And it was still a battle. So credit to them. They're a great team, well coached. We've got a lot of young guys that are going through this for the first time. I mean, Drew's listed as a senior. He's got 2 years left. Jack's got 2 years left. Katona, Andrews, Brown, they got 3 years left, right? So because of COVID. So these guys are getting their first taste of what I would describe as big-time postseason basketball. You don't get a lot of top 12 matchups and semifinals of conference tournaments. So and it's going to be like that way all the way. It's going to be like that tomorrow when we play. It'll be like that if we hopefully make the regionals in a couple weeks. But I'm just proud of them. They're living in the moment. They're having fun. I tell you what, those guys have fun off the court. You'd hardly think we're preparing for a game sometimes when we're off the floor, playing cards, playing whatever they play in the hotel. But these guys have fun. They get along. It's a great group of guys that we're going to have together here for a while. So we're going to stay in the moment, obviously, but like I said, I'm just proud that, you know, you look at people in the crowd like, you know, Gary Holquist and Karen Strumming, people that have put their heart and soul into Duluth athletics, but especially basketball, and to have our program and our women's program back on this stage. You know, those 2 put a lot of trust in myself and Mandy Pearson to get us back here. And we're not a finished product by any means, but we're back on the map, and it's something that's that I take a lot of pride in. So credit to our fans, everybody. I'm happy for our guys, for our program, for our alumni, everybody that's been a part of this to help get us here. We'll be ready to rock and roll again tomorrow night.
And Drew, one last question. Kind of take us through what went on during halftime that was able to kind of get you guys going early in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to kind of second what Coach said there. I think we just needed just to relax and kind of catch our breath, all come together and just be like, we're down by 3 points. We just lost probably one of our best players for sure, obviously player of the year. But we just started battling. I don't know if that was like a boost for us that like we were going to start playing for him or what, but we just started battling on defense, on offense. We started trusting each other. So I think we just kind of had a little rejuvenated energy coming out of half. And then we kind of jumped on them to start the second half, got a little run in. And then from there, it was a battle back and forth. Luckily, we made a couple more plays down the stretch. Guys hit a couple big shots. We made our free throws, and we're kind of able to take us home.
I had to put my tie back on and roll my sleeves down. I think I blacked out there for a minute, so I had to recoup myself as well. These guys did a great job of just kind of taking a deep breath, having a great game plan going forward, and they executed it big time.
I also want to quickly say all the fans and stuff like that, I don't know who's going to watch this, but shout out to the girls team and everyone who came out to support. We're excited to watch them tonight, and we'll be cheering for them just as hard, so go Dogs.
Coach, Drew, thank you guys so much for your time. Appreciate it. Good luck in the championship game, and have a great year.
Last thing. Happy birthday to my wife, Laura. You know, just a great birthday win. That's all she wanted for a present today, so she got what she wanted. Awesome.
Thanks, guys.
All right, thanks.